right. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. And welcome to, guess what? It's not Morning Brew, it's Brew Crew in the morning. Yes, it's a random stream. It's a Saturday morning, and it's not Morning Brew. So, hey, hope everyone likes it. And first in the chat was Kronos. Awesome. Versus only -8 degrees. Ew. No, that's a fucking frigid morning. And good morning, Carol's Cookies. Okay, let me ask you this question. Do people like cookies? Of course I went you on. That's why I asked if you had time when Rough Girl was wrapping up. Because it'd be nice to have you on the panel if you are able to join. And yeah, the wind chill would be dangerous. Of course, you like cookies, Kronos. I think most of us like cookies. And no, I'm not talking a euphemism. I'm actually talking real cookies, like chocolate chip or uh, I don't know what kind Carol's making today. So let to find out. I'll have to find out. And Milton Knowles, hey Milton, how are you? I haven't talked to you in a long ass time. How have you been? And -19 wind chill. Okay, all you have to do is go into StreamYard. You'll see that I'm live. I have to select which one you want to use. You'll have to probably have to log out of your StreamYard technically and go into the StreamYard that's connected directly to mine. Anyhow, just go to StreamYard.com and it's log in and it should tell you the rest. It's fairly easy. And good morning, Mike Jimmy. How are you today? Hopefully, you get some more sales. And I've been okay. I've been okay. Had my good days, had my bad days, but I've been okay. And there she is. And she brought herself into the stream at the same time I did and knocked herself out.
I'm here.
Cool. How are you?
I'm okay. I think
You said,
it's been a rough minute, but it's all right.
sorry to hear that.
It's okay.
Sales have been quiet, but still it's all good. Just waking up. Breakfast is had, and now to continue the art stuff. Cool. What do you have for breakfast?
Hey, Kronos.
Kronos, I you're a cool dude. I like dealing with you, so don't worry about it. I think he means it as a threat, though. But hey, and he has coffee, so now he's gonna blame me because he's drinking coffee. No, I woke up this morning. I wasn't going to stream, and so I was listening to or looking around for something to watch. couple streams I subscribed to. I went in, popped in the chat, said hi, said a couple other things. Didn't even bother to look at the chat. I'm going, yeah, well, yeah, fuck this. And I was the only one in the chat. So it's like, okay. It's not like they were inundated with anything. They weren't even talking to each other. It's like, okay, this is not good. I can understand when a panel is full. Don't get me wrong. When you're talking to a panel, it's it can be difficult, but to acknowledge every person, particularly when you're in the middle of a discussion. And that's why I can highlight like like that. I can keep talking, but people can see that it's I actually see what's being said. I'm acknowledging it, and you know, I had good timing being on a bit later. Well, I set it up last minute, and I wanted to make it subscriber only, so that's why I set it up for a little bit later to give myself a little time. I didn't want to have to rush and to go change all these damn settings. And I should, if I'm correct, have a few more people pop in here and there because of the words I'm using. But it's just a trial thing. Well, don't worry. If there's any bots in this chat, Kronos, you are the master bot whacker.
I got whacked as a bot. Rough girl.
Oh, that was an accident.
I know.
It's funny because I thought, okay, maybe I pissed somebody off, and that wasn't showing in the chat because I saw several people, and I knew that those people weren't gonna time me out. I didn't think that she might have accidentally done it because all of a sudden I sent a message and what the hell? All I said was hi to her. Like,
Yeah, I
oh
got whacked
no.
too. I think it was the tablet she was using.
Yeah.
It's
And it
okay.
does take getting used to. I
No
had
hard feelings there, rough girl.
oh no, never.
No, she's
I mean,
fun. I like her.
absolutely. She's fun. Um I like talking to her, I like listening to her. There are a few people I have listened to in the past, and it's like I don't care for listening to them that often. Rough Girl's not one of them. She's fun.
Yeah, she is fun.
Ah, but no, I woke up this morning and saw my computer was updating. I'm going, oh fuck, because I knew exactly what was going to happen. It wouldn't take, so it'd have to restart again and again and again. So I was on. I was up. I woke up early. I was up for an hour and a half working on this stupid computer to get it functioning again. I am also in the process of um, saving every password I have, every password onto a master list that I'm going to take off of the computer. I don't care if I have to print a physical copy. I'm going to print. My computer. Yes, my computer works at the moment. Chronos, believe it or not. And good morning, Epsilon Minus. How are you today? Chronos says, it's good to hear laughter this early in the morning. Ah,
It's freezing.
yes, it is. I'm doing well, thank you. So, uh what kind of cookies are you thinking about for today?
Um, Somebody had mentioned that they like, I think it was oatmeal raisin with cranberries in them.
Ooh,
Yeah,
ooh, I've never had that.
yeah. I think Wise Guys
I mean, I've
had
had
said
oatmeal
that.
raisin, I've had cranberry, but uh, I've never had the combination.
Yeah, I don't think I have
Um,
either.
I think that would be something because the raisins are more naturally sweet. Um, Cranberry's a little bit more bitter,
Yeah.
so the two
Yeah.
might
Oh,
actually go together. Actually,
yeah.
another combination would be cranberries and chocolate.
Yeah. Maybe we'll try both.
True. Well, we know raisins and chocolate go together, so
Yeah, Wise Guys Entertainment. He brought that cookie combination up to me.
I still see that as whiz
Yeah.
jizz. I'm I'm sorry. I know I'm horrible, but it's exactly what it looks like to me.
Yeah, I went on his panel for the first time last night. I didn't know he could draw.
Oh yeah, he can draw.
Yeah.
He can draw.
So I hung out with him for like 3.5 hours.
Awesome.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
Ah, Kronos likes snacking on dried cranberries. Oh, now see, molasses was yesterday.
Thursday. So I didn't.
Oh, that's right. Not yesterday.
Was it
Thursday.
Thursday or Wednesday? I don't know. I missed a day because I didn't wake
It
up,
was
and I
Thursday because we
apologize.
you were on Friday. No big deal.
Yeah, I had been up for a couple of days there. I I,
So
I
at
set an
least you.
alarm,
Mhm.
but I must have slept right through it because I didn't even get up to send my kid off to school. Thankfully, she got up and went on her own. But apparently, me sleeping causes all kinds of chaos, so I'm never going to sleep again.
I think that's not exactly a good idea.
I know, but you don't even know the fucking bullshit that I go through when I sleep and I don't answer a phone message. I'll explain later. It's just dumb, 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 dumb. Like I'm not allowed to sleep ever because it angers other people, and so I'm gonna stay awake forever.
Well, here's what you do. You leave a message for your voicemail. Hello, this is. I am either asleep or currently busy with other things. Please leave a message. I'll get back with you as soon as I can. If you get upset because I'm sleeping, well, you try going without sleep for a week.
Right?
Have a good day. Click. That's it.
If only it were that easy.
Oh, it
What is
is
that
that easy.
sound?
You
Is that
just
you
can't.
or me?
Huh?
What is that sound?
What sound?
Yeah, okay. I snort a poopus.
Hey, Snorterpoopus, what's going on?
Never go to
Eh,
sleep, Kronos. Never. Never.
Well, at
Never
least
ever.
if you're in a Freddy Krueger movie, but
I feel like I am.
Uh,
Yeah. But, it's whatever. My TV broke last night. Never, Kronos, never.
your TV broke last night?
Yeah, like you turn it on and you can see that the logo comes up on the screen, but it's very, very dim, and then
Uh-huh.
nothing else happens. So like
Ew.
the backlight, something died inside, and
Yeah. It was funny. I'd had a TV that died before, and it's like, what? I don't know what the hell happened. But yeah, so I ended up getting a another TV to replace it. Well, I got what I could afford at the time. It was small, and then I finally got on disability, and um, I got a back check, and it's like I talked to one of the people I have a kind of a I don't know, counselor type thing I talked to. She's like, you know what? Get a better TV. Get a better TV because this is one time you're going to have money to spend on something that you really want that's going to help because you're going to be in bed, after your surgery, and it's going to be harder to see that. I said,
right.
you know what? You're right. So I got the biggest TV I could. It barely fits on my nightstand, or my what do you call it, dresser drawer. It's a small chest of drawers, but it's still, and it's a nice. It's like 48 inches, I think, versus 19.
Yeah, I just swapped my living room TV and the bedroom TV because no one was using the living room TV. So I was like, well, I'll take the big giant freaking TV. Nobody's freaking using it. And now it doesn't want to be a TV. It just wants to be a black hole on my wall. So I gotta swap again with the smaller one. It's just, I'm thinking of maybe crying boohoo to my dad. Maybe
Oh,
he'll
that
buy
would be an option. Um, yeah, that would definitely be an option. What you want to do though is if you know anybody who is into real estate, either they sell houses
Oh, they use it like
or
a dressing to dress up the
or
house.
flip houses. Yeah, dressing,
Gotcha.
because a lot of times they need stuff to put in there. Give it to them. Say, here, the TV doesn't work, but it'll work for you know
For pictures.
dressing a house.
Right.
And
That's a good idea. I never
that
thought of that.
way, you're not throwing it out. Um, TV is just fine for that purpose. It's just a display. You don't have anything on it anyhow. I mean, you don't walk into somebody's house and start watching TV. You just, oh, that's cool. You got a TV there, blah, 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 blah. So they get some ideas where to place furniture.
Right. That's a good
y- You
idea.
know,
I didn't think of that. Hi, Fade.
and yes, you heard black hole. Good morning, Thade. How are you
Black hole.
today?
Yes, a black hole on my wall. Very sad.
Technology is amazing until it stops working. You're right, Mike Jimmy. You are absolutely right. Uh, Maximilian approves. Uh, I can't just walk into someone's house. Well, no, I'm talking about when the house is for sale. When the house is for sale, generally you go by appointment. You don't just walk in
Unless it's an open house and you've
unless
got
it's an open house.
buyers.
Yeah, and then
You kick
again,
your door
even
right
open
in.
house, you don't sit down and watch TV. You just look around the house.
I totally would. I'd make myself at home, order some takeout, snuggle up on their couch. I gotta make sure it feels homey before I buy it.
So,
I like-
no, see, that's one of the things. It's like, okay, I'll oh, where's the paperwork? I'm giving it some serious thought.
Well, yeah, they let you test drive a car. Why can't I test drive the house?
That's like asking to test drive a man or a woman, depending on your
Well,
preference.
I'm not test driving people. I just want to test drive a house. Oh boy.
Well, am I wrong? Am I wrong? The answer is yes, by the way. But
That's funny.
too cold to get a refill coffee. Nah, it's not too cold, bud. Go get your refill. That'll help warm you up.
It's -8 degrees here. That's too cold.
Look, if he has to go out to get it, then yeah. But if he just has to walk to his kitchen, it shouldn't be that cold in there. You just walk in, pour the cup of coffee, put both your hands on the cup, bring it back in, and your hands will be nice and warm. That way, the rest of you's warm. And Kronos, you're not the only one who needs coffee. And even though you're going to be gone, well, here we go.
Listen to me very carefully,
We'll
because
miss you,
I'm only going to
Kronos.
say this once. Coffee. Black.
Coffee. Black. While I've got your attention, there are...
Coffee first. Well, this mentor would like another cup of coffee. I'm just going to have to give up coffee. Want some coffee?
If I'm not mistaken, that's your third cup this morning.
Fourth, and on a day like today, it won't be my last. Coffee. The finest organic suspension ever devised. Commander, set a new course. There's coffee in that nebula.
I like the ending. It's funny. A brown cup of joy. Doesn't really sound that lovely. Oh, you're gonna listen, Kronos. You're gonna like it.
All right, I am back.
Yay!
Yay, I'm back. Okay. So, what's exciting and new?
Nothing.
Okay, cool.
Nothing that I can talk about right now. Anyway, it's not really exciting. Anyway, it's kind of
So
sad.
we're not welcoming anyone aboard the Love Boat. Sorry, I said exciting and new, so I that just brought Love Boat to mind.
Love boat. I still have to fix that pipe for the laundry room. I was hoping it would get warmer so it would be easier to slither under the house to do it, but no, it just seems to get colder and colder and colder.
Yep.
So I guess I'm slithering under the house while it's -8 degrees out.
Well, it should be frozen now.
Maybe. I don't know. I gotta do it because we need to be able to wash some clothes. 'Cause we dirty. I mean, we ain't skanky. We just dirty.
There's a big difference between skanky and dirty.
Yeah. And we're not even scuzzy yet. We're just, a little dirty.
And let's see here. All right. Good morning, Jeff B. Drinking decaf.
Why
I'm
do
sorry.
people drink decaf?
Unless they've got a heart condition or some other thing, it's
I
fake
understand
coffee.
why, but I don't.
And good morning, 47 Yorktown. How are you today? Now, are you in Atlantic time? Yeah, it's too early for news. That's why I didn't do a news thing today. Good news for change would be good. Yeah, I'm getting tired of hearing about people dying. And good morning, Resolute Germ.
Yeah, I just found out about meatloaf. Like,
and there was no notification this morning. It just kind of went. I decided to go live, and I didn't set it up ahead of time. I mean, 5 minutes ahead of time. Big deal.
Spontaneous live stream.
Mm-hmm. And I'm sitting here drinking my coffee. Actually, kind of having two, but that goes without saying. So what's going on, everyone in the chat? Jeff B, how are you? He's probably scuzz, but fugly.
Scuzz.
Atlantic time. I was correct. Awesome. So he's an hour earlier than Eastern.
Ooh. So am I in the future?
Or later. Well, hour later than Eastern. So, excuse me. So it is now 9:11 in the morning.
Oh, so they're in the future.
Yes, he's in the future compared to Bird. Or
because it's 8
Chronos.
11 here.
Yep. Yeah, I forgot you're Eastern. So yeah. Where are you at again? General area, I forget.
I'm in Pennsylvania.
It's too bad you're not in New York.
Why?
Of course, you're probably married, so yeah, that kind of screws
Separated. I mean, on paper, yeah, I'm married, but I ain't going back to him.
I'll see. We could set you up with Kronos if you were in New York.
Kronos, how you doing?
And Epsilon minus, good morning. How are you? Woke up, watched Hang 'em High. I haven't seen that in ages. Not seen that in ages. Kronos says, please no more laughter. Okay. No promises.
Only if you dance for me, Kronos, and I'll stop making you laugh.
You could come on panel and
He won't.
Didn't she won't?
I don't have a camera. I don't have a mic. I don't have this. I don't have fingers. I don't have a face.
I don't have a face.
But I know Kronos has a voice. Though I have yet to hear it, I know it exists.
I know Kronos has a voice. I know he does. I can't say what it is, but he does have a voice. So
I know sound comes out of that head on top of your shoulders there, Kronos. I know it does.
but do you walk?
Do I who does what? You don't dance, but do you walk? Can you moonwalk?
Can you talk? Always think about you. It's the way that you walk, apparently. Sorry. Me to go into Genesis or Phil Collins. Some of those songs I don't know which the hell they are.
Yeah. I don't know. Are you a person?
Yes,
We have
you're a
to.
person.
We got to buy you a
And
computer.
good
No.
morning, Paula. How are you this morning? I know today is not exactly your greatest day. I'm going to be over on the live stream that Canuck has later. So how have you been, Paula? I'm going to go ahead and I don't know if Paula's on Discord right now, but I'm going to go ahead and put the link in the chat. I'm not going to pin it, so just if Paul, if you're able to come on, please come on. I would appreciate that. I'd like to actually get to talk, but if you can't, that's fine. I understand you've got a lot going on. Probably have to get ready for other stuff going on today as well. It's too early for Discord. I'm technically on Discord right now, but I don't have it open. I'm also in the process of saving all my passwords to everything, so that when this computer fails, I'm going to not have to worry and panic like I did before. And here we go.
Hello.
Good morning, Paula.
Hey.
Hello.
How's my sound? Because I've got a new headset.
You sound great.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm doing
I
pretty
need
good
to get a
this
new
morning.
headset, but yeah, you sound good.
Yeah, I thought I'd poke in today, and I don't really have too many plans.
How have you been the last few days? Because I know, today being the anniversary.
Yeah. I've been pretty good. Around Christmas, it got hard. My family celebrated Christmas the weekend before the actual holiday. And so I was left to my own devices the weekend of Christmas. And I invited myself over to my sister's house. I was like, I don't want to be home by myself on Christmas Eve. So I went and stayed with her for the day. And then I kept myself busy at Christmas. I don't. Why I might have it. I have been working on the workshop in the basement. I don't know
I
if
saw
you've.
pictures.
Did you see the pictures? I even made a little video of it. It's real short, but it's on Facebook. Because Richard had made the start of a train layout room in the basement.
Yeah.
And so this room is, imagine it being a long rectangle with a door in the center of one of the long sides.
Okay. Yeah.
So when you go in the door and go to the right, the space is about 1210.
Okay.
And he had built train layout, the start of a train layout, like the legs and the frame that he would have put the top on and made a train layout. He never
Yeah.
finished it. He didn't get very far. And then the room, as you go, if you're standing in the door straight ahead, the room gets slightly skinnier right there because there's some water pipes, because we're in the basement. And then to the left of the door, there's a section that's like 10 by 12 again.
All right.
And so on the side, the right side of the room, I built a workbench. So that sucker's U-shaped,
Yeah, I
12
saw that.
by 10 by 12 by 10. And I built it and I got it as level as I could, and I put pegboard on the wall.
Ooh.
I was watching YouTube videos to see how to install pegboard.
Mhm.
And what else did I do? I did shelves above the pegboard, and then I made some shelves underneath of the countertop and made a little door for the water shut-off valve, and it's works pretty good. I'm starting to pack stuff into it now, getting it out of the house and organizing it into the box of hinges, a box of doorknobs, a box of batteries, box of light bulbs. So I've been slowly all the like things together. Let's put them in a plaque tote and label it and take it downstairs. So my house is still a mess, but I've gotten rid of so much stuff. I found 14 dead mice, the computer kind,
Uh-huh.
and I have them in the garage with some broken keyboards and such that are going to go to the technology recycler place as soon as I got enough to warrant a day trip to get there.
Okay. That sounds good.
Yeah, I have a
I hate
broken
this.
TV to take.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
All kinds of
No, I
crap.
was talking to Carol. Um and
Uh-huh.
one of the things that I was suggesting to her, because her TV is not working,
Uh-huh.
is talking to a realtor,
Yeah, I
because
heard you recommend that.
they just use it for staging. That way they can just have their stuff, put in a storage locker,
Uh,
set up,
and if
and
it got stolen, it wouldn't matter because it doesn't work anyway.
doesn't work. Didn't cost them anything.
Yeah. The
Only thing. Oh,
TV that I have is taken apart in pieces, though.
okay. And you
I
have
don't know
recycled.
the status of
Yeah.
it. I told my brother he can have it if he comes over and gets it and I think the HDMI, because newer TVs have the HDMI and then
Yeah.
the optical ports and
Right.
a display port. I think the HDMI went out on this one. And Richard had
Ah.
taken it apart to see if he could fix it, and it never got put back together. So, if someone wanted to play with it and didn't need HDMI, I think it would still work.
Well, that's cool.
But it's just sitting in the basement still. I haven't brought it up. But I'm at the point now where most of the tools are organized. I've got a box of random metal stuff. I have no idea what some of it is. And I have a box of plastic doodads It's like battery covers to things that until I find what that battery cover goes to, I don't want to throw it away.
Yeah.
Because I found every remote control he had didn't have the battery cover on it.
Why am I not surprised?
So I got to marry up the battery covers to the batteries or the controls. But now it's
That's where
just
you could use one of those little containers, not necessarily a tote, but something similar shape. But
yeah. Well, I've got them
or
in a small, like shoebox size tote.
okay, yeah, that's the type I says I was
Yeah.
thinking. Yeah.
So I'll probably put those downstairs and keep the random metal. Some of the metal things I think are parts to his tools, like saw guides that you put on the table saw to. But I'm not sure. So until I either find that it's broke or identify what some of it is, I'm just gonna stick it in the shoebox and put it on the shelf. But now I'm organizing all of the video games and things. I'm doing something really fun. My nieces and nephews, I have 6,
Mhm.
and they're first grade, second grade, 3 third graders, and a 7th or 8th grader.
Wow.
So they're gonna come over. I volunteered to take them the Saturday before Valentine's because Valentine's is like on a Tuesday.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take them and have a cousin sleepover at my house on Valentine's Saturday so that my siblings can have kid-free Saturday nights. And we're going to have a cousin sleepover. So I didn't get them Christmas, and I told them that. I said when we exchanged presents, I said, "No, you guys, I'm not getting you anything for Christmas because I'm going to save it for cousin sleepover day."
Mhm.
They got so much crap at Christmas they wouldn't have noticed or missed even if I hadn't said anything. You know, so they'll remember this a whole lot more. And I'm making them all sleep pants.
Oh,
And I got them T-shirts to wear with them.
cool.
And I'm going to get each one of them a toy or some kind. And we'll probably do you know what perler beads are?
No.
In the kid craft section, you see them like for Valentine's and stuff. They're these little beads that are like pony beads, but they're more cylindrical. They don't have a round bulge to them.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, I
And
know what you're talking about.
you put them on a
Yeah.
little grid, and then you make a picture. And when you're done, you put a wax paper on it, and iron it, and it fuses them together. And
Wow.
you can make like keychains or magnets out of them. So I got a bucket of perler beads, and it's rainbow, but a lot of pink. So I'm going to get a second bucket that's a Star Wars bucket because, of course, I have to do that. And it has a
No.
lot more blacks and browns in it to do the spaceships and things.
Yeah.
And it's got the little patterns. So it's basically pixel art is really what it is.
Mhm.
You make pixel art. So we're going to make perler bead things. And then, so you know how when you have a stairway, there's usually a space underneath of it that's unusable.
Right.
So in our basement, when Richard walled in the rooms, because it was open when we moved in and he put the rooms in, the stairway goes down half a flight to a landing and then turns and goes down the other flight.
Right.
So there's a room underneath that short section that's about 4 foot tall, the width of the stairs.
Mhm.
Well, actually, it's the width of 2 sets of stairs. It's as wide. The up and the down are in the same space. So it's 2 stairways wide, 4 foot tall. It's like a secret room.
Yep.
It's under the stairs, and in the basement, when you go and look under the stairs, there's also a door. and he built a closet there, but he didn't put a back on it. He just shoved the book cabinet up against it.
Right.
And I was in there cleaning the other day, and I realized it's open back there. I thought, wouldn't that be fun as a little kid to find a secret room and explore it with flashlights? So what I'm going to do is we're going to do a scavenger hunt. And I'm going to get
Ooh.
I've got some parchment paper stuff like from resumes way back in the day. And I'm going to like take a lighter and char the edges and make a treasure map and hide it in there and have it be the starting of a scavenger hunt sort of thing so they can have fun playing because I think they would just love that. They like to do things like hide and seek, but that's hard because then they want to get side of things.
Yeah.
You only have so many closets and cabinets that they can get inside of. So I thought that would be fun to do a scavenger hunt. And
That would be.
I'm struggling in my head a bit with it because I don't want it to be a competition. I
Right.
want them to have to collaborate so that in the end, all get prizes, not just the one that found the answers first. And I think they're going to love that. And then my goddaughter Anna's going to come over the weekend before and help me get the upstairs loft reset up and install the Wii and get it working so that they can play like Wii bowling or that Minions game with the Wii.
Oh, yes.
That Richard loved those. And so I've got a whole bunch of games. So I thought we'll play the Wii and then we'll probably eat pizza and they can camp in the loft. And I figured I'd put a movie in at bedtime and they could just kind of watch a movie and go to sleep.
Yeah, that sounds like
And,
fun.
yeah, and then the older boy, he'll probably stay up with me and we'll play Xbox after the littler ones go to bed. But I think it's gonna be an awesome time, and yeah, with my health and everything so much better, I can participate and play with them and feel good, and it's just gonna be so much fun. But it's a lot of cleaning to get to the point to enjoy that.
Yeah. Yeah,
But
unfortunately that's you've done a lot of work though. A ton of
yeah,
work.
I've gotten so much stuff cleaned up and organized. I mean, literally, with all the crap he had in the basement, I was finding boxes that never got unpacked when we moved into this house 8 years ago. So I've been unpacking boxes and going through stuff and purging and, putting things where they belong. The basement's where
Mhm.
the tools live. The things of his that I'm not getting rid of, I don't need out, I've been putting down there. Um, I've got school supplies. I've not been putting those in the basement because I don't want paper in the basement in case it's damp.
Right.
But all my craft stuff I've got drug upstairs. And all of the video game stuff. And so far, I have gotten so much. I found a Wii U,
Hmm.
a Wii, an Xbox. Well, I have Xbox One. I found a PlayStation 2 and a PlayStation 4. I found a ColecoVision. I found an Atari. I found 2 N64s, a GameCube, and a Super Nintendo. I don't
Wow.
know if I have anything else. So that's a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm probably going to sell some of it because I just can't play all of it. And I need the money more than the game
Stuff.
consoles that I'm never going to
Yeah.
use.
Yeah, if
But
it's stuff
I'll
you're not
keep
going to use, yeah.
I'll keep the Super Nintendo because I love the old Super Nintendo games. I have a whole bunch of them. That was probably my favorite console. Because I hate to say it, I know technology and the games today can be so cool. And I do like Diablo 3 on Xbox. That's my game.
Hmm.
But there's something to be said for that old Nintendo style pixelated graphics. Games were simpler. They weren't so complicated. I just enjoy them. Like Yoshi's Cookies and the Yoshi Adventures with Mario and all the Zelda classic games. I love all those. So I can't wait to get it cleaned up, blown out with the air can, plugged in, and play the games. I have some games I didn't even know I had.
That does not surprise me. Oh.
And then anything I do sell, my sister was just telling me she listed her Wii online, and it was a Wii and an Xbox, or not Xbox, a Wii and a Cube. And she listed it for way too little. I think both, she sold a Wii and a GameCube together for $80.
Ooh.
And I think she probably could have gotten a 200 for all the games and stuff she had with it.
Oh, yeah. I
'Cause
was thinking more like 250.
yeah,
But yeah,
those
200
game
would be
consoles are,
good price. Yeah.
they're expensive when you buy them, and then when they get old, you can get them at GameStop for next to nothing. But then when they get older, their value goes back up. I mean, I have two N64s, and I've had someone offer me $100 for one of the sets. It's like, I might take you up on that because
I
I don't need
would.
to. Although we have to, because when they were super cheap, Richard and I ran across one, and we're both kind of partial to Dr. Mario.
Hmm.
So he joked and he's like, we ought to get a second one in case the first one quits working because we got to be able to play Dr. Mario. So I have two Dr. Marios and two Nintendo 64s.
Cool.
So I don't know that I need both of them, but that'd probably be one of the last ones I'd consider getting rid of because I do enjoy those games. But I'm not exciting this morning.
Huh?
The last couple nights, so I don't know a lot about wired smoke detectors,
Right.
but I know what it sounds like when you get a low battery chirp.
Right.
Well, this hasn't been happening during the day, but the last 2 nights, I've had smoke detector going off, and we're talking the where it's like fire, get out, going off. But it wasn't a low battery chirp. It was kind of sitting in the middle. And I'm like, what is this? It went off at like 2:30 in the morning. And it was like a long, steady chirp, and then it'd only do it once, and then it'd quit. And it's all the detectors in the house. You could hear them echoing because they're chained together. And it freaked me out. I'm like, holy crap, the house is on fire. So, I get up from a dead sleep. I get on some clothes real quick. I check the whole house in every room, the basement. I went outside to make sure I didn't have flames coming out the roof. Nothing. I slept on the couch then. It happened again. About an hour and a half later. And then it didn't happen the rest of the night. I worked from home on Friday. Didn't happen all day Friday. Last night, about 1:30, 2 in the morning, it did it again. and it probably 6 times last night. I think I figured it out.
Really?
Yeah, the one in my bedroom, when they get in the ceiling and you twist it and pull it down and then you could change the battery. The
Yeah.
one in my bedroom had untwisted and was dangling by the wires.
Oh.
And I think because I run my ceiling fan when I'm in the bedroom.
Mm-hmm.
I always sleep with a ceiling fan. I don't leave the ceiling fan on during the day. I think the ceiling fan was causing enough airflow around it that it was triggering the sensors to go off like something was wrong. So I changed the battery because I had to get a ladder and pull it down anyway. And I put a fresh battery in it and put it back up in the ceiling. It hasn't tripped since.
Cool.
And I did that at like 4:30 this morning. So I've been up since about 4:30.
Yeah, well, that's about the same time I woke up to find my computer going, oh, we're trying to update. What?
The updates this week were bad. They took forever, and
Oh, mine it won't take. It just won't take at all.
Oh, that's even worse. It won't take the update.
Good morning, Darth Hester. Yeah, carbon monoxide detectors are a bitch. They come in handy.
I've got separate carbon monoxide detectors, and luckily that one wasn't going off. But yeah, it wasn't a low battery chirp because I'm well aware of those. But I did notice when Richard and I moved in the house, he had bought a box of smoke detectors. And he was slowly replacing them. So about half of them in the house are new ones, and about half of them are old. The one in the bedroom is still old.
Ah, okay.
So I think what I'm going to do, if it's starting to be a flaky, it fell out, but I think I'm going to see if my dad will replace it with a new one.
Mm-hmm.
I have like 3 more new ones that never got installed yet.
Ah, okay.
I think he'd bought them in like a box of 12 or something.
Right.
So it shouldn't be very hard. My dad knows how to do wiring, so hopefully next time he comes over and he can help me with a few things that I can't do myself. I'm adventurous and I will use power tools. I did that workbench myself. I was used bandsaw and the drill press. I'm not afraid of that, but I don't really like playing with electricity.
Right.
So he doesn't mind. He'll be happy to do it.
So
I've got a few other things that I need his help with anyway.
Well, that'd be helpful if he's going to be there anyhow. Get that replaced.
Yeah.
Just out of curiosity, when was the last time you went to the graveside?
I haven't been out there since summer.
Okay.
Yeah, and I've been waiting. I don't think the headstone's installed yet.
That's what I was gonna ask about.
Yeah. The funeral director, he's really good about letting us know. They installed the footers because my sister, she had a stillborn in between her 2 kids.
Oh.
And she's buried out there also, but didn't have a headstone. So when my parents were doing Richard's headstone, we also got a headstone for her baby.
Oh.
And so they poured the footers for the 2 graves, but the stones aren't in. But I'm expecting them any time because at the point that I ordered it, they told us about 6 months.
Yeah.
And this is about months right now.
Yeah. Kronos, you're not the only one that needs to buy 9-volt batteries. So does um, Haster. Keep hearing chirping in his background. I know it's a smoke detector or a
Uh,
carbon monoxide detector. I know he lives in an apartment, but that gets annoying.
uh, I need to figure out how to test batteries because Richard was so bad about not throwing them away, and I have a bucket of batteries, and I found a thermometer that you plug in and have a little sensor that goes outside, and so it tell you your outdoor temperature.
Uh-huh.
And it only takes one AA. So I was using that to test all the AA batteries. If it lit up, battery worked. But I don't have anything like that for their little rectangle batteries or AAA batteries, single AAA batteries. I wish there was a way to test them because I know some of them are not any good. And I hate to just have them laying around not knowing if they're good because it's nothing worse when you put a new battery in and realize it's not a new battery. And on something like a smoke detector, you wouldn't even know. Oh, thanks, Kronos. Certainly he's been around when Richard was around.
Oh yeah.
I was going to say, he's been around since I've been here.
Yeah. I think he means about it being today.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
That's something that most people are
It's
wanting to think about. Not exactly the happiest memory.
yeah. It's hard to believe it's been a year. It's been long, but it's been quick at the same time.
And Brightest Day does say that they have new battery testers that aren't that expensive. So
Yeah. I have to look. When I think about it, I'm not at a store to buy them. I just, I had to look on Amazon to see what kind of prices they run.
yeah.
I have a few things I need to get. But you were saying it's cold. I don't know what our wind chill temperature is here, but it says 13 degrees on my computer.
Yeah, it's warm here comparatively.
I
24,
forget where are you at again?
Missouri. I'm near Kansas
Missouri.
City.
If you go directly east, like what state is next to you?
Um,
Illinois still, or is
Illinois
it
is Illinois is the next one over. Yes.
okay? I was just trying to figure in the line, where are you?
I'm technically south of I-70, so I-70 goes through
Okay,
Missouri and blah 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 and all that.
okay.
It's one of those.
So you're pretty much at the same, I forget if it's latitude or longitude, the east-west one. You're
Mm-hmm.
at the same distance as I am, because I'm just south of 70, literally just south of 70. So where you're at to Oklahoma? How far is Oklahoma to you then?
Oh, long way.
Because is I have a friend that lives in Oklahoma, and when she gets storms, they get to us about 18 hours later.
Yeah.
So when she's like, "Oh gosh, we got this bad thunderstorm or snowstorm," we'll get it about 18 hours later.
It's like, hey, thanks for the warning. Yeah,
But luckily, we haven't had too much of that.
that's true. That is true.
I don't like the cold, but I will take just cold over snow any day because I don't like driving in it. And well, before now, I would have had a hard time like dealing with it to shovel. I could go shovel snow now, and I wouldn't worry about falling over with a heart attack anymore. But I still don't want to it. But I could. But gosh, seems like it's been forever since I talked to you guys.
It has been a while. I
Um,
just figured that you had so much going on, and particularly like with work and
yeah,
family and everything going on. I just,
the holidays are always so busy.
yeah,
But um, a lot
I
of it's, I
saw.
had shoulder surgery in
y-
August,
Yes.
so dealing with that, and then that rolled into the holidays, and
Are you still doing rehab?
I am not. I did my 12 weeks of rehab,
Hmm.
and
Well, I don't mean necessarily officially, but are you still doing the exercises and such?
I'm not. Um,
Okay.
I don't need to. At the 12-week of rehab that I did official, um, by the time I graduated with that, I was at full range of motion and about 80% of strength, and it's only gotten better. So I don't have
Great.
to even hardly think about, at first it was, you got to think about, can I pick up that gallon of milk? And can I do that with that arm? And I can lift things above my head. I'm very careful. And, I know that I have to make sure my shoulders are set in the position where they should before I lift so I don't injure it again or, further. But I have very little discomfort since the surgery. It's so much better. It was definitely one of those that was worth it. But that recovery, the first week or so was really hard because you really don't realize how much you need your dominant hand until you can't use it for things that are of personal care nature.
Hmm. Oh yeah.
It's like, okay. But now I'm good. Now I'm kind of stalled with my weight loss, but I'm not real worried about it. I just have to make better choices and try to get in some exercise in her, which is hard.
You'll do it. You'll make the choices that you need to make, and you know there are going to be times you're going to stall out.
Oh
I mean,
yeah, and I have.
even if you're making perfect choices,
Oh yeah.
I'm talking from experience. I remember one time I had made a massive change, and I was eating just right. Things were
Uh-huh.
I had a huge weight gain.
Yeah.
But here's the problem: I didn't consider the fact of what I ate the week before.
Uh-huh.
So my body was still catching up on everything I'd already eaten. It was starting to process. Then the next week, I went from a 5 pound gain to an 8 pound loss.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Richard and I used to joke that you're always 1 5 pound dump away from being a nice weight. Your body contains food waste. So I know to not let the that stuff freak me out.
Oh no, that would be.
Yeah,
And good morning, Zach Leary. It's
but
been a long time. How have you been? And good morning, the Catman, aka DD Myers. How are you?
nice. I think I finally feel like I'm normal. Like I can go to a store and buy clothes now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still plus size,
Well,
but I'm acceptable plus size.
are are you more comfortable in your skin than you were before?
Oh yeah. Yeah,
That's
I've
all that
still got
matters.
body hang-ups, you know. I don't like my clothes to be tight, but
Right.
I definitely feel better. I mean, realistically, I don't have to wear a tent anymore. I can wear clothes that show off my shape and I can feel cute and stylish. And now there's some things I still can't wear, but for me at the size that I was, um, I don't know if how many of you know how lady sizes are, but plus sizes, you know, the normal sizes from 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14.
Right.
And then the plus sizes are kind of like sometimes 16, but 18, 20, 22. At my heaviest, I was a 36. So that's equivalent of like a 6X
And that's
to
one you
the
wouldn't normally
big
see in
men's.
stores. Yeah.
Yeah, you don't see that in stores. And at this point, I'm 20, 22.
Ah,
So
those
I
you do see in
am,
stores.
oh yeah, I can go to just about any store and buy clothes. And depending on how it's cut, I can go to Walmart and wear some of large, I mean extra large, in the, you know, in the plus size, a
Yeah.
1X and a 2X, depending on how they're cut.
Right.
So that's really nice that I don't have to special order my clothes anymore. And I can just wear cute jeans and my feet don't hurt all the time. I can wear cute shoes and I even wore a dress. Well, I think I had set a picture of it, the dress I wore at Halloween, but I wore one at Christmas time too. It's like, yeah, I can wear dresses and I don't feel gross, you know. I think I felt pretty.
Nothing wrong with that.
I definitely like my clothes baggy. Well, I've learned that I have to layer my clothes because in this winter, and I think it's just an effect of having lost so much weight, I am freezing all the time. So I'm usually wearing a shirt and then a long sleeve shirt and then a sweater. Our office at work is cold. But yeah, I think my official number is I'm down 135 pounds.
Wow. That's
So
impressive.
yeah,
That is very impressive. You should be proud of yourself.
yeah, it's it's been a struggle, but it's definitely
I
it
can
was
tell you
definitely
Richard
worth
would
it.
be. Richard
Oh
definitely
yeah.
would be, without a doubt.
Yeah, he always supported me that I I can say that I do think he liked heavier women than skinny stick women.
Right.
I know that that was his preference, but I also know that he wanted me to be healthy, and
Hmm.
he supported my efforts to get the surgery.
Yeah.
And when I'm at the size right now that I'm smaller than when I met him. And I'm definitely smaller than when we got married. But
You, I remember seeing pictures of you. It's not like you make it sound like you were a Goodyear blimp. It's like no,
oh yeah,
little,
yeah,
okay, a little heavy, but not not huge.
yeah,
You're not the Titanic for God's sake,
yeah.
or weren't. You
Well,
may have felt like it at times. Yeah,
at
I
the size
understand.
that I was, I mean, I was 300 and almost 360 pounds,
Yeah.
and I'm only 5'3",
Well,
so
that would be another factor too.
I'm
You know,
short.
being 5'3" versus being like 6 foot tall, weight's going to
Right. It's a
vary
different,
differently. So yeah,
but
I
I
didn't realize
figure,
you were only 5'3".
yeah, I'm short. And yeah, my sister is 5'6", and she got the tall genes in the family. My mom's only 4'11", 4'10", 4'11".
So she could have been a jockey.
Yeah. So,
Oh,
but it's a bad size for women though, because I'm not quite petite height for all the petite height clothes, but I'm not normal height for the normal height clothes. So pantings just never fit right. I'm just in the middle. It's
so you're a
if I
tall,
buy
petite, or short? Yeah.
if I buy
Okay.
pants that aren't in the short petite height, I have to hem off like 6 to 8 inches a lot of times. And that's a lot of length on a pair of pants.
Yeah.
But,
Well, hey, if you do that, you can always make little bean bags or something.
yeah.
Hey, I'm trying to be positive. That way you can sell stuff.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
I had stuff. I've been working on knitting. I made my mom a sweater for Christmas, and she knew about it ahead of time because she had seen me working on it. I was originally making it for myself, and the way the pattern fit on me, I didn't know enough about it when I started it. And had I known how it worked, I would have added a little more distance in the back between the two shoulders because it's a cardigan. And so it was a little tight on my shoulders. And I was like, Mommy, here, try this on. And she put that sweater on that I had, and it fit her perfect in the shoulders because she's smaller.
mm-hmm.
So instead of making it longer for myself, she put it on and it was about the right place where it hit her at her waistband of her jeans.
Uh-huh.
So all I had to do was figure out how long to make the sleeves and finish it off. So she's seen it and she thought it was pretty. Well, I finished it for her and gave it to her for Christmas, and she wore that all day Christmas. She's like, I was looking forward to that sweater so much. It turned out really nice. I think no, I have a picture of it on my phone. I don't have it on the computer though. But right now I'm knitting a sweater for myself, like a summer sweater.
Pretty. Yeah, that sounds lovely. What
I got it.
what colors?
Well, I dyed the yarn, and one of them's kind of like a tonal brick red, and one of them's like an olive green with red speckles in it, and one of them's like an orange that goes light and dark, and one of them's like a rainbow color, and then one's like a white with orange, purple, blue, yellow speckles. And I'm striping it.
Ooh, sounds
And
nice.
it it's it's probably it's growing on me. At first I'm like, I don't know if I like it, but it's growing on me. I just wanted something different.
Right. And good
And
morning,
so I'm
Darth Haster. Good morning, Arabic Sander. Good morning, pop culture curator. don't want to leave anybody out, but I don't
So
want
I've
to
been
interrupt you either.
enjoying. Yeah, I've been enjoying working on it. I mean, I'm working on it right now, knitting. I just got to keep my hands busy. Has something to do with my hands. Back in the day, I would have been shoving food in my face.
You know,
I'll
it's
knit.
funny. I've been on my doctor wants me on a liquid diet, but I've been eating much healthier.
Uh-huh.
I've been having some liquid protein shakes,
Mhm.
but the funny thing is, I've noticed now when I'm craving something,
Uh-huh.
I'm craving broccoli or cauliflower or red pepper. I'm not
Uh,
craving junk.
yeah.
It's like, oh, okay, I gotta have something. I'm hungry. And when if I'm going, okay, well, I want a sandwich. No, I'm not really hungry. It's like, oh, I want cauliflower. Okay, yeah, I'm
Yeah.
hungry.
I yeah. Well, and the sad thing is I love the category of vegetables that includes Brussels sprouts, broccoli, cauliflower, cabbage.
Uh-huh.
I love all that. Those are my favorites. I am having a hard time eating them right now. They make me a little sick feeling.
Yep.
I don't digest them well enough yet, and they're known to be gassy vegetables, and I
Yes, they
just
are.
can't not deal with that. So I miss eating them. But every time I eat cabbage, it's like, man, it made me sick again. I just can't do it.
You
So I
want
miss
me
those.
you want me to interrupt Mrs. Doom for a coffee clip.
You
Really,
missed it
Kronos?
earlier. Oh no, he was here earlier when you did it.
Eric Sander wasn't. I will say that. He wasn't. So I'll play it for him because he wasn't here. Kronos, watch and listen.
Listen to me very carefully because I'm only going to say this once. Coffee. Black.
Coffee. Black. While I've got your attention, there are...
Coffee first. Well, this mentor would like another cup of coffee. I'm just gonna have to give up coffee. Want some coffee?
If I'm not mistaken, that's your third cup this morning.
Fourth, and on a day like today, it won't be my last. Coffee. The finest organic suspension ever devised. Commander, set a new course. There's coffee in that nebula.
Yeah, that's always funny.
Oh, right.
Which Star Trek was she on?
Voyager.
Voyager, okay. I was talking to one of Richard's friends a couple days ago. It was his friend that he'd go and play trains with here. And he was reminded me that Richard's favorite Star Trek was DS9.
Excellent taste.
Because I was telling him, Richard, we were talking about Richard's trains and stuff, and he's like, well, didn't he have some other things? And I told him, well, yeah, he had some Star Trek models. And so I took a picture of a couple of them, and one of them is the Defiant.
Ooh.
And he said, if you're going to do one, you got to do that one first, because that was his favorite.
Yep.
So he actually had started it. So I have a Defiant model that's, gosh, the spaceship, it's probably about 10 inches across,
Mm-hmm.
10 to 12 inches across on the short side.
Right.
And it's going to be cool when it's done. So I have to see. I'm afraid because he was like a kid at Christmas that wanted to open everything but didn't keep it together, and at the end of the day everything got muddled together and you don't know where the parts are. So he had it open, he started it, but he didn't leave the things that weren't being used in the box.
Oh,
So I don't know if I have the instructions or the rest of the parts. I hope so. I didn't throw them away. I was
right.
very careful with what I was throwing away, and if it looked anywhere close to model pieces, I threw them in the tote with the model train stuff.
Cool.
But I'm gonna finish that. I'll put it in the workbench, and I could, work on it and glue and paint without the cats messing it up. And that'll be one of the things. I'll just do a step at a time, because I'm sure all the little plastic nubs need filed from the model frames that the pieces come on, and I don't think he'd done any of the painting, to make it look weathered and used and cool. So I'm gonna have to research pictures of what the ship looks like, um, in the show, so that I can paint it correctly. Because I don't know that I've ever consciously seen pictures of it in the show. Because a lot of times in those shows, they didn't have actual ships. You were looking at the perspective of you were inside the ship.
Right.
So I don't know that I've consciously seen Defiant from the outside. And I'm not sure which one. Is that from DS9?
Defiant? Yes. It's
So is that the little shuttlecraft they would take from their space station and then go places?
no, that would be a runabout. The Defiant was a stout ship. It's little comparatively speaking, but it had it looked like had a little bar across the, what do they call that? A blade of armor, a blade of, I don't remember. Anyhow,
Is it the one that Richard called a battle turtle, or is that a different ship?
yes, battle turtle. That's it.
Okay, he always referred to one as a battle turtle, so that is okay.
Yeah, that's the Defiant. It's a, trust me, this thing, when they had it, it was meaner than mean and overpowered. I
Kind of
remember
like the
that.
tank of a tank compared to the Enterprise.
Exactly.
Good old sturdy little thing. Yeah.
In
So
or
I'm
in
kind of
Navy terms, a tugboat.
uh-huh. So I'm kind of
Except
look
that this
forward
one was
to
armed to the
make that one.
teeth.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. So once I get the workbench, once I get past Cousin's sleepover weekend, I'll probably start playing with the model and start putting, doing the next step and painting it. And I just don't have time until Cousin weekend is over. I
That's
should be
true.
working on cleaning the house right now, but I'm
And
allowed.
Kronos, I'll watch Farscape with you. How about that?
I've never seen Farscape.
Definitely, it's you need to see that. It's a good show.
Is
Good
it?
morning, Low Spec Linux Laptop, and Good morning, Cap Stargate.
I also never saw Firefly, and someone suggested the other day that I need to watch that, even though it was only one season.
That's one I've heard that I need to see. Yeah.
And it came up because I was watching The Rookie on Hulu, and it's got
Mm-hmm.
that guy in it. What's his Nathan Fillion or F something? Nathan F. Um, it's got him in it as a 40-something-year-old police rookie in wherever they're at, Los Angeles. And I watched all of those episodes. Now I think I'm caught up to present time. So then I started watching Castle. I like that guy as a character. but I've never seen Firefly. Fillion. Yeah, that's it. I knew it started an F and it had some L's in there. But I enjoy his characters.
And Resolute Germ says Farscape is one of the best sci-fi shows there is. I couldn't agree more.
Dark Matter. I've heard of Dark Matter too. Do you know what streaming service I could catch Farscape on by chance?
Let's see here. Farscape. Resolute Germ, you do that. Is that Hulu? This is one thing I hate about the delay.
Let's see. I have Netflix.
It says
up.
you can watch it on Amazon Prime, Apple TV, or Vudu.
Ooh.
Ooh. Amazon
What was the
Prime.
third one?
Voodoo.
Vudu?
Voodoo. Is
It's
that the free one from
$1.99.
Walmart?
I don't know, but it's $1.99 on Vudu and $1.99 on Apple TV. But if you have an Apple Prime subscription, it's included.
Apple Prime or Amazon Prime?
I mean, Amazon. I'm sorry, I'm reading.
Okay. Yeah.
Words.
I'll have to look. Farscape. See, when I'm talking like sign, I've got to write myself a little note, because I'm always looking for something new to watch.
Well, if you know something that you want to watch and aren't sure where to find it, go to justwatch.com, and you can often look up a site, let's say TV show or movie, and it'll tell you where it's on.
Oh, that's a good to know. Yeah, because I have right now. I am doing Disney Plus and the with the Hulu package, and I have Netflix and Prime. But I don't know if I'm going to keep the Disney Plus forever. I mostly got it at Halloween time because I was needing some stuff to watch. It was when I was having surgery.
Yeah.
And I knew I'd have downtime, and nobody had any of the good Halloween movies on because a lot of them ended up being Disney.
Yeah. There's one I would suggest checking out at some point.
What's that?
Again, it's called Epix, EPIX.
Okay.
You could go on Epic now, EPIXNOW, they have, and I can, at some point, if you are actually interested, I can give you a link that will actually give you a better price. But what they have is $5.99 a month. They have a lot, and most of the stuff is older. I'll grant you that. Or you
But
get,
if it's a good older, that's bad.
that's true. If you get it for 6 months, it's $30. So obviously you get a little bit off. But with this link, it's $15 for the first 6 months.
Oh, okay.
So really, it's
What are some examples of some movies on there that older but still good that you would be able to see on there?
Let's see here.
Netflix choices of movies have really gone down. It's like B, C movie crap.
Yeah.
Their choices are dwindling because all the other services are taking them back.
Well, yeah. Let's go to browse. Let's see what's on here. And I mean, you can actually come on here sometimes do it yourself. Let's see here. They've got because it's not all older stuff. I don't know if you like James Bond, but they've got like trending movies.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, Skyfall, The Hunger Games, Catching Fire, Marksman. Wrath of
Yeah, so
Man.
those are not old. I mean, those
No.
are in the 2000s.
Yeah. So it's worth. I mean, if nothing else, you could go to the site, and go, yeah, this doesn't look like it's for me, or because that quick.
Yeah, that's not a huge amount of money. I just don't want to have to go back to cable and, to get what I want on cable TV, Comcast was going to be like $220 a month or something ridiculous.
Yeah,
Like I just don't
that's
watch
insane.
enough to justify that. I mean, I actually dropped my Comcast and I'm not loving my internet at this point because I went to AT&T fiber. It is not as good. It is not as good. It's not as fast, even though it's supposed to be,
Yep.
and it drops out a whole lot more. But I kind of had to because of the cost. The
There is
con.
the link for the offer. I'll actually put it in the chat. What the hell?
Okay. Yeah.
So anybody wants to check out Epic, you can do it now or whenever you want to. This is for the 6-month subscription. It's
Yeah. I'll
normally
have to.
$30 for 6 months, but when you sign up, you can get it for $15 for 6 months.
Yeah. I'll have to look
I
at
mean,
it.
and when you break it down, it's like, that's really not much.
No. With $30 in 6 months, 30 divided by 6 is $5 a month. You
Yep.
give up one coffee at Starbucks a month and you have it.
Yep. And
Yeah,
this
but
one, it's like, you know, under, let's say for the first 6 months, it's like $250 a month.
yeah, I'll have to look at it. Um,
Like I said, it doesn't hurt to look into. If you decide, yeah, not for me, don't buy it.
yeah,
But I,
but I,
you know,
yeah, I had to switch from the Comcast because I don't love the service, but um, internet alone, switching from AT&T to Comcast, I'm saving almost $50 a month.
wow,
The price difference of the basic Comcast service and the compatible AT&T of the same speed, it's almost $50 cheaper with AT&T. And that's
huh.
ridiculous. The AT&T was better, but I can't justify the extra $50 right now. And also switched over. I finally canceled Richard's cell phone. I had I'd kept it for a
How?
while because I needed to be able to have passwords and stuff to reset them.
Mm-hmm.
But I finally got to the point where I'm like, okay, anything that he had that I need, I've gotten. I've had it, changed to my email address and my phone number. So I was finally able to cancel his phone.
How
And
hard
that
was
saved.
that?
eh,
I mean, I know it saved money, but was it difficult at the same time?
Um, I kind of wanted to keep it, but I don't know. Everything that he had on it, I saved off. Um, and it really what ended up being the answer was is I had an iPhone 6 and it was crapping out and I needed to get a new one and his was new enough that it qualified for trade-in.
Ah, cool.
So I was able to cancel his service and then trade in his phone to get a new phone for a lot less.
That's good.
And so it was a win-win for me and
Absolutely.
that bill. And I found out, I lost the Home Depot discount when I had to put the phone in my name because it didn't let me keep it in
Right.
his name, you know. I lost the Home Depot discount, but I found out that as the wife of a veteran, I qualify for his veteran discount,
Mm-hmm.
even though he's passed. So I am now getting the veteran discount with AT&T, which is almost as good as the um, Home
Wow.
Depot discount. So that's
And
been a nice.
yeah, Stargate mentions there's the Pluto TV app and the Stir app. They have a lot of variety and free streaming services.
Pluto. Let me write down too. Pluto, and I think I've seen an app on my smartphone or my smart TV for Pluto.
Yeah.
The other one, Pluto Stir, STIRR. And I think I heard somewhere that Peacock is a one that you can pay extra to get more.
Yes. Peacock
PEA
is one.
Peacock PEA
Uh-huh. Yep.
COCK.
Just like you would spell the bird.
I just haven't looked in them. I get to watch in one thing. My Netflix. Well, Netflix, because they're losing a lot of their stuff, it's getting strange. But I've watched a lot of anime, and so my Netflix suggestions are almost like 75% anime at this point, which I don't mind. I like it.
And
But
Eureka was a
sometimes
show I was doing, and I need to start back again, Arabic. Yeah.
it's Eureka. I recognize the name. Who was in that one? Is it what's the actor or actress?
I don't know. I know she likes Star Wars. I don't know about horror movies there, Garth Aster.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I don't know if you consider him horror. I just watched Lost Boys, the original one, again last night. I love the sci-fi fantasy, vampire, dragon, magic. Uh, some of the horror stuff I'm okay with. I don't like the stuff that's just blood and guts for blood and guts sake.
Right.
That's not. But I don't mind Colin Ferguson. Okay. One I watched. So have you seen the TV show The Vikings?
No.
Uh, I highly recommend it. But the lady on The Vikings, the wife of the main character, she's a blonde, gorgeous lady. I love her just from what she does in The Vikings. And a TV show came up in my Netflix feed called Woo Assassins, and she's in it. And I love her in that. And then it suggested me another one, Big Sky on Hulu. It's a new
Yes.
show, I think. Big
Big
Sky
Sky.
is it's she's in that too. It's the blonde lady. I don't know her real name, but there's just something about her. She looks like the kind of lady that you could go to a bar and she'd be your best friend and hang out with you and have a blast. She's just one of those that she's gorgeous. She can hold her own, but she's like a real person. And I just love her character and her persona. I wish she did more. Ah, Mr. Stargate, yes, I have that recommendation from my sister. She told me I have to watch Wheel of Time. She said I would like it better than what, Blood and Bone? I never watched Walking Dead.
I
Catherine
never did either.
Hennick. That's it. Catherine Hennick. There's just something about she's gorgeous. You just can't help. I don't think there's anybody with this say she's not a gorgeous lady. But yes. He didn't care for Wheel of Time. I don't read books. I used to love reading books,
Hmm.
but and mentally I want to read books, but as I've gotten older, I think I've mentioned before, not everyone may know, I have narcolepsy. And one of my triggers for my narcolepsy is reading. So if I read a book, I'm sure as heck gonna fall asleep. So I really enjoy it, but I just don't do it because of that. There's just no, you know.
That could come in handy if you're having an insomniac time.
Maybe.
Well, I just thought taking advantage of something might help. If you have an insomniac moment, it's like, oh, this causes narcolepsy. I'll go to sleep. Let me put my CPAP mask on and start reading.
Yeah, I can get through, manuals, technical documentation, but I just haven't really sat down and read for enjoyment a book. And a lot of it is there's other things. I'd rather knit or something and listen to. That's why I like the TV. Even if I'm not really technically watching, I'm here. So I almost always have something going on in the background. I have Lock and Key paused right now because I was watching it earlier. I had to go back and
I've heard that
rewatch.
before, but what is it?
It's on Netflix, and I'm rewatching the first season. The second season came out, and I haven't seen it yet.
Okay.
I'm 5 episodes in, and I've seen the whole first season, but I don't remember a lot of it. And right now, it's kind of there's this house and these keys, and these kids find them, and they do magic things, and they're kind of cool, but there's an element of evil lurking. And it's at the point now where I still don't know where the story's gonna go,
Mhm.
but it's interesting. So it's not like full on witching magic, and it's not like the witch in the wardrobe or the lion in the wardrobe or whatever that is.
The Lion Witch Wardrobe. Yeah, I know what
It's
you
not
mean.
that, but it's definitely not really geared at kids, you know, but it's interesting.
Well, that sounds good. What time are you going to be on with Robert?
I believe we agreed upon 5 p.m. Eastern.
Okay.
Let me check my chat thing to make sure. Okay, yeah. 5 p.m. Eastern is when we're supposed to start.
Okay, and if one of the mods could look up that stream, please. Do you know if it's
Oh,
on
yeah.
History with R&R? I think it is. Yeah,
I'm not sure which one he put it on. I haven't even looked yet. I told him I would check about 4:30 and join on it. And I don't have any idea how long we're going to go. There's not really a time limit as far as I'm concerned. But I figure I'm going to hang out with you guys this morning, and my sister's going to be here at noon.
Cool.
And we're going to work on some stuff. I'm secretly hoping she'll help me sew some pants or help me move some boxes to organize. And then she'll probably, normally she stays until about between 4. It depends on if she's gonna do errands or something. And then I'll be ready for the stream at 5. Lock and Key was written by Stephen King's son? I didn't know he had a son, much less one that wrote. I enjoy Stephen King. Oh, there's the link.
Open that in a new tab. Because then I'll have to put this link in the description again. Because, yeah. That's what.
Open in a new window. Hopefully it doesn't play.
It shouldn't.
Okay, there. I opened that in the new window. The sun is coming out. It is starting to get sunny here. It's still only 15 degrees.
No, it's up to 21 here. Yay. Yay.
It's too freaking cold. I was going to go to the winter farm market today, and I'm decided I'm not going to go out of the house.
I can see why.
The winter farmers market's really cool because it's an indoor market in the winter, and they've got some neat stuff, but nothing that I couldn't live without for a week, you know. I went with my sister last weekend.
I'm losing. Something's going on. Okay. Oh. See, your rough girl says, the sun is going to melt the snow. I've been waiting for 5 years. Eric Sander says, we got some snow yesterday. You live in Colorado, dude. You live in Colorado. I hope you have snow there a little more often. Headset batteries just died. No problem. So, what's going on, Carol?
Nothing. I'm just sitting here letting you guys chat.
Oh, you're more than welcome to join in.
I know, it's all right. Just chilling here. I lost my eraser, which is disappointing.
Hopefully not in the cookies.
I hope not. I think that one of the cats stole it. It's one of those gummy, the kinds that you need. The needed
Yeah.
kind. And I kind of needed it for what I'm working on, but I can't find it. And it's my fault because I didn't clean up my art supplies before I fell into that 2-day coma. So
Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
I can hear you.
Okay. I had to switch
Morning,
over to the
Raphael.
mic, the arm mic, and the wired headset.
Well, there's no bitchin' cookies really today. Off day. I apologize.
Wow, that is bad. That batteries on that headset only lasted a little more than an hour. It's kind of disappointing.
It is.
It's a good headset too. It's one of those Steel Series headsets. It's supposed to be really good. And I've used it longer playing Xbox. I've used it all evening playing Xbox and had power. So I don't know why it decided to crap out so soon. When I got it this morning, I got it off of the charger, so I don't know.
Okay, Carol's cookie. What's your favorite Girl Scout cookie?
Oh,
I like the Samoas.
yes. Those are good.
I like the what's it called?
I like the Thin Mints and
Thin
the
Mints.
Do-si-dos.
Thin Mints are my favorite. Haven't had any in years, but
I don't think I've ever met a Girl Scout cookie I didn't like.
oh, there've been a couple I didn't care for.
There's been
They
some
didn't
I would
last long.
not, but my niece is selling Girl Scout cookies, and I'm trying to avoid the whole I don't need a box of cookies in my house.
Well, they keep raising the prices too.
Oh,
That's true.
and that's the sad thing. You can go to Aldi's and get the same cookies for like $1.25. Thin Mints.
Yep.
The Aldi brand Thin Mints, the Aldi brand peanut butter, they're just the same. They probably make them by the same bakers.
Make that much money off of cookie sales.
No, the girls don't.
Nope.
It all goes to corporate. They need to make bigger Girl Scout cookies.
Eric says Thin Mints are my second favorite. Well, you got good taste, Eric. You got good taste. Of course,
Which
we've
would
talked
always
about
have me
we've
buy
talked
him
about things
Thin
before, and I
Mints.
know he's got good taste, so that's good.
I
don't remember his first choice of cookies, but Thin Mints definitely. And yes, cookies and coffee. That was another thing we talked about before.
Cookies and coffee. Blah. I'm not a coffee person. My caffeine of choice was Mountain Dew, but then I can't have it anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Even the diet. So I don't do caffeine anymore.
I like the Samoas, yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
There's a new one this year.
See if you can find my eraser. The kneading kind. The cats took it. So look around for it. I'm finishing up here and I'm going to slither into the house. I'm sure it's 5 degrees outside. I don't have a choice. I got to shut that water off.
Yeah. Unfortunately, Carol's got to shut off the water.
I'm sorry, I said I was on mute. I was yelling at my
no
kid.
problem. No problem. But
Hi, child.
thank you for coming on, Paula. I'm glad to have you on today. It was a rare treat.
I'm glad I can. Yeah, I wish I could do it more. I just.
Well, when you get a chance. I like that. Maybe Earl Grey, Paula.
Yeah, I don't drink tea though either.
I just
No,
made the
thank
child
you for
angry.
coming on. This has made my day. I'm definitely going to be listening later. And if you're watching later, I'm going to have the link to the History with R&R stream for tonight. And even if you listen another time, you'll be able to tune in to watch that. But again, I do want to thank everybody for watching. I want to thank my co-host, Carol Cookies, and my special guest, Paula Simpson. Thank you.
Yeah.
And have a great day.
I'll see everybody later.
Bye.